Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and we are going to make a fun fold card today. How is everyone doing? It's chilly here again. We had some nice warm weather and now it got cold again. You hop on, just say hi, let me know where you're from. All right, we're going to get started. I just have one quick reminder. Actually two. The 2021-2022 annual catalog is ending on, can't remember my days here, on Monday, which means the 2022 to 2023 annual catalog will be starting on Tuesday. Hi Jamie, hi Amy, thanks for hopping on. It will be starting on Tuesday. So everything, and if there's anything in that catalog, you can get your orders in first thing Tuesday morning. But the last chance items are only available until Monday evening. I believe it's 11:50 p.m. So if there was anything from the last chance, you want to get those orders in. Hi Barbara, thanks for joining. The other thing is I have my annual catalog designer series paper shares, and Sunday at 5 p.m. that is the last day to order them. If you are interested in the paper share, it's a sample size of all the designer paper that is new in the new catalog. And you get a sample size, a 6x6 piece of each paper, which gives you enough to make a card. It's about 201 pieces in all for a single share. It's $60, and a double share, which would be 6x12, unless the paper is already 6x6, then you would get 2 sheets. That is $120 plus $8 priority mail shipping. I'm placing the order like first thing, like 5 a.m. when I get up. If I don't get up earlier, sometimes I get a little anxious and I may be awake at 4 a.m. and getting my order placed. Hi Michelle, thanks for hopping on. So if you are interested in the paper share, you want to drop me a line over at creativestampindesigns@gmail.com and I will get you on the list. I will invoice you and have you on the list for the paper share. All right? Any questions? Again, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. We are using the new Wisteria Wishes today. And again, today's the first day I'm playing with this set. I love Wisteria. I'm hoping that I'd like to get a tree in my backyard, a Wisteria tree. I'm just trying to find where I'm going to put it. All right. I'm going to start. I didn't do any of the, and I have everything in the way. I just realized that. Oops, sorry. I'm going to start with cutting scoring the paper. I didn't do any of that. So it's a 4 1/4 by 11 piece. Get this cutting blade out of the way. And we are going to score it at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. Okay, it's a double Z fold, by the way, what we're making. And then I have the bottom piece, which again is 11 inches by 1 1/2. And we are going to score this one also at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Okay, and this piece is going to go on the side for just a moment while I get this out of the way. We're going to do some of the artwork part first. All right, so see where I am. So we're going to fold this in half. And then we're going to fold this piece back. Make sure we're in half. Sometimes my score line doesn't go exactly where it's supposed to. But once you give it a burnish, it'll be fine. And then this one is also going to get folded like a Z-fold. Okay, so this is going to go on top of here, and it'll be like that. Okay, and then it folds up flat. It's supposed to fold up flat. Why is it giving me a hard time today? Well, we will make it fold flat. I'll do whatever adjusting I have to, but I should go flat. All right. We're going to start by doing the front panel. All right, I have a panel that is 2.5 by 4. I did do a lot of stamping and cutting ahead of time. I'll show you how I did it. And the colors I'm actually using is Orchid Oasis, Soft Succulent, Petal Pink, and Sweet Sorbet. Hi Pam, thanks for joining. Hi Jillian, thanks for joining. And I don't know if I missed anybody else. If so, don't forget, I'll go back and read comments because, as most of you know, I cannot read comments and stamp at the same time. All right. So I'm going to stamp the tree branch. I had to think what it was called. In Soft Succulent. And I'm going to stamp it down, I guess right about there. Give it a good press. Hey Rosie, thanks for joining. Okay, we're going to close this one for now so I don't end up wearing it. Now we're going to stamp. I'll show you how I did this part of it. Stamps are sticking together. I wanted a light shade for the Wisteria. I did not want it full strength, so I'm going to stamp it off once, and then I'm going to try really hard to line this up with the camera in my way. We're going to see if I can do this. I keep forgetting how hard it is when there's a camera here. And if I didn't get it right, I can always flip it over. There, that's not bad. And then there's a detailed stamp also. And that one I'm going to stamp full strength. The best I can, I'm going to line it up. Okay, that one went a little high. That's all right. I think it's going to be covered. That's high too. I'm having a little trouble seeing here, I guess. Okay, that was a little better. Okay, and that's in the Orchid Oasis. But like I said, I wanted the under one a little bit lighter. I think we're going to be able to cover that up. If not, I'm going to stamp it on the back. I did already stamp another one of the leaves, and I cut it out. And I did the same thing with the Wisteria flower. I stamped it and cut it out ahead of time. Because this one, I'm going to place up here. Let's see if I get this right. Place that there, and then these are going to be hanging, but I wanted them offset a little. That's all right. I can do this. Okay, I think that's what I did before. I was playing around how to... Nope, it's got to go this way. Okay, so we're going to adhere this. I'm going to use just a little bit of liquid glue. And then the Wisteria I'm going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm just putting a little bit of that over there, it doesn't really matter because that's where the dimensionals will go. Oops, and it's got to go. I'm trying to line these up in between, and that's where I'm having a little bit of an issue here. I think if I go like that, I'm going to be good. And then I'll just trim the little bit off. Okay, and then this, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and I actually forgot to cut more up. So we're just going to put them right on the top. Make sure I'm in the screen. I'm not paying attention. I'm really, I think the cold air got to me. You know, May is on Sunday, and it's supposed to be warm in May. And I just do not have high hopes this year. It's supposed to drop to in the 30s tonight here. Okay, and we are going to just adhere this right to the end of that, just like that. Okay, and then I have one more piece that I'm going to pop up, and this one it's going to overhang just like that, but this one I have to pop up somehow. And I do have pieces, I have little pieces of dimensionals, and I'm going to hope that they're going to work. I completely forgot about popping this up. Yeah, so I have to do it right on here. See if I can get, these are small enough pieces. I don't know if I'm in the camera still. I don't think I have any thinner ones. I might have to cut thinner ones, which I was not prepared to cut. Alright, so you can see what I do with my dimensionals now. They're all going to be the same. Okay, we're going to make this work. I don't need to put too many. I'm just trying to find the thinnest ones that I have here and make sure I have them in the right spot. So this one will have a dimensional, so I don't have to worry. So it's mainly here, and I need to get one on the end. Oh no, that where that one is fine. Okay, just bear with me. Dropping things. My dimensionals aren't cut, and I really thought I was prepared today. Okay, we're going to try doing it with the two. And if I have to add more later, I will. So I want this just to come out from here. Right like that. All right, then I did pre-cut this. I can move this out of the way for right now. This piece here, this is, let me get the, okay. This one here, which is the more detailed piece, I cut from a piece of Orchid Oasis. Well, I wanted the underpiece lighter. So what I did is I took a panel of basic white, and using my blending brush, I put the Orchid Oasis ink on it. So I got the light color that I wanted, and then I cut this out from that. Okay, so that's a little trick on how to get a lighter piece, because I wanted it to kind of match the lighter piece of DSP on the paper that I'm using, which I haven't decided whether I want to use the plaid or the polka dot, so feel free to chime in and let me know which one you think would look better, the plaid or the polka dot. Here, I'll put them both out. And you can let me know while I'm putting this together. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adhere this with glue dots. And there's a couple spots. I'm going to put one. We're going to try to put one. Okay, we're having... The glue dots are really sticky, and they really like to stick to fingernails. Oh my gosh. Okay, there was no saving that one. Let's try this again. Okay, they're sticky when they want to be sticky. Put that there. I'm just putting 3 glue dots right, because I put these together and I kind of saw where they matched up a little bit. Oh my Lord. And we're just going to adhere these just like that. And just give it a little twist, because this one went a little too far. Like I said, glue dots are extra sticky. All right, then we're going to adhere this with Stampin' Dimensionals. And this I know I could put, actually I'm going to get I have minis, I just had them out too. The mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't use these too often, but you'll see it fits perfect right in that spot. And that's what I just want to put a couple, just so it stays. Now, I usually just cut my dimensionals in half, but sometimes the minis do work a little better. And I just remembered what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can get this apart. I'm going to put another glue dot in there, but I'm actually going to put the stem in between. I'm going to put another glue dot so it holds. I was prepared, believe it or not. I had everything all set. The plaid, okay, thanks Rosie. Okay, so there's the piece that I was trying. All right. Okay. We are going to adhere this. Actually, we're going to trim this little piece off. To a panel of Orchid Oasis. Use Stampin' Seal. You know, I think this is really the only color I've played with so far is the Orchid Oasis of the new in colors. I like them all, but I feel like this is the only one I seem to keep playing with. All right. So, let's adhere the DSP. I should have done this ahead of time. Well, no, I couldn't have done this ahead of time because I wanted to see if what everybody thought as far as with the polka dots or plaid. I was going with the plaid, but I figured I'd let you guys decide. So I have 3 pieces of DSP that are 2.5 by 1 1/4, and I'm adhering them to basic white mats. You know, I have my liquid glue out so that I don't, but I'm insisting on using this Stampin' seal. I'm very excited about getting my order placed next week. I think it's like 2 pages long. Just a small list. All right, we're going to adhere these right to the front band. Just like that. I'm very excited. I'm Jamie. I have to have it now list and well, maybe I can wait a week or two list. And then there's the list that, all right, well, I don't need it right away, but I do want it eventually. All right, so that's the front piece. Let me give it a good press on the back. Now I could throw this piece away. I just wanted to show you how I did that. All right. Now before we adhere that, I have a panel of Orchid Oasis for an inner liner, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then my inner liner where I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Okay. So I'm actually going to stamp the sentiment on the inside. So it's going to get stamped right over here. And that's not my sentiment. And it is to a friend who's all kinds of wonderful. And that is one of the sentiments from the Wisteria Wishes set. I'm gonna stamp it up a little higher so it gives me room to write. And I'm stamping it in Orchid Oasis. So the inside's really simple, but there's going to be a lot going on. All right, and there it is. And I know I usually decorate the inside, but this side's going to be getting decorated. So we're going to just adhere that like that. Hey Karen, thanks for joining. Sorry, Rosie. Amy got me started with that. No, my list is very long. Well, the first thing on my list is all the DSP for my paper shares. So that's the must-have immediately list. Okay. All right, so it's coming together. And I did remember to get my tear and tape out today. I am going to put tear and tape on the ends of this. I just want to make sure it's going to hold. Only because it's one of those cards that when you're opening and closing it. I'm going to put it over here also. Because this part is going to go right like that. And actually, I want to make sure it's I don't want to go over. Okay, so I'm going to do the inside first. Maybe. It's like right there. Okay. I'm going to line this one up right like that. And then this one, I think this was supposed to go over just almost right to the edge. Okay. Well, if I have to cut a tiny bit off, I will, but it's supposed to fit perfectly. Oh, I must have had ink on my finger. All right, well, we're going to cover that up, luckily. All right. The only bad thing with working with dark colors, the ink doesn't dry fast. Did my one card last week that I used Pacific Point on. I was so covered in ink by the end. I mean, soap was not getting it off. Nothing was. Okay. So we are going to... Oops. So we're going to lay this flat. So it's like that. Okay. And I just had to change the plans for the way I'm doing this. All right, let's adhere this first. This panel is going to go right on the front here, and I put this down too low. I will fix that later because it's got to come up a little bit because of fitting in the envelope. So I'm going to have to move it up just a little bit. I'll do that later. Right now, I just want to get this on the card. I should have placed it on the card before actually gluing it down. This part I knew would be okay. I completely forgot about it hanging down. Alright, so actually I'm going to open this up so we're just going to put this right like this. Okay. And I have other pieces. They were sitting right here. Oh my goodness. Unless it fell. There it is. I had stamped and cut out the stems ahead of time. Your troubleshooting. Thanks, Jamie. And instead of wisteria, I made these into some kind of flower. Not quite sure what kind, but some kind of flower. These originally were going to go on the front so it opened up, but instead, since I have a little smudge there, they're going to go right there. So we're going to adhere these, and I had all intentions, and I'm still going to adhere them with dimensionals. What I had done, because they were going to be on the front like this, and nobody would see this, but I put just a little piece of tear and tape, but now I'm going to put them in here so nobody's going to see them anyway. And we're just going to adhere these down. And like I said, Jamie, I was very prepared for all this. And then one thing goes, one thing goes wrong and just throws me completely off. Had everything all cut. It was all set. I knew exactly where everything was going to go. Apparently my card had other plans for me. I know I put a dimensional there. Oh my God. I think I pulled the whole dimensional off when I did that. Okay, so see, you're not even going to see the smudge anymore. Make sure we have this in the right spot, because that piece is down anyway. So there you go. And I'm going to show you how I did this part here. I did it ahead of time, but you got a little bit of room to write. Not much, but a little bit. Put this on the side, and I do have a couple of the matte decorative dots to just embellish with. And we're going to just put a couple of them. I got to be careful because I got to remember I'm taking that off. And these are, they're actually, it's an ombre with the colors. Well, yeah. This is the only one you can really see the difference. I see a little bit of a difference with the sweet sorbet and the gray. This one here is not as much, and this not as much. This one I see a big difference with. So we're going to use a couple different ones. And we'll put one of the darker ones. Oops. Come on. Actually, I'm going to use one of the larger ones. And we'll just put it down here. And because this was going here, I wasn't prepared with the sentiment. So I have to decide. If I decide to put one there, I'll put it there afterwards. We're going to adhere. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. Upright, they might be... I'm having trouble reading. That's right. They could be hyacinths. They look similar. I've come to the conclusion the Orchid Oasis is my favorite color from the new one. I like them all, but I think the Orchid Oasis is really my favorite, especially since I think this is the third time I'm using it, and I tried so hard to use a different color. But I didn't know what other color to make the Wisteria. We used to have, a long time ago, we had a cardstock, I'm dating myself now, cardstock that was a Wisteria color. I think I may still have the ink pad. I don't have the cardstock anymore. All right, I am going to stamp the stems on the front, and we're going to see if I can do this live. Oh boy. So we're going to stamp these stems. I'm going to come down a little bit. That's an accident waiting to happen. I'm going to come down just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to go to this side because the taller one will get in the way with writing the address. Every time I go to look at the stamp, I have ink in a different place. All right, we're just going to stamp that on the bottom, and then I will show you what I did. Let me close this one for the flower. I've got my petal pink and sweet sorbet. And we're going to go this way with them. And I stamp them in the petal pink. All right, we're going to close that ink pad. And then I took the sweet sorbet. I don't want to get it too dark. Okay. And I don't know if you could see. I'm just tapping the bottoms with it. I'm going to get more of the ink off. And then I went up a little higher. with my my sponge dauber. And before I stamp, I need to close this because that color stains. And again, we're going to try to line these up. See how I do. Okay. They went over the stem, and I realized as I went down. And there you go. So there's enough room to put a return address up here and your address next to it. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead before I making a mess here today. And I'm going to, after the live, I'm going to fix this. I'm just going to move this up just a little bit since I have the Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll do it after. I'm going to just go underneath and clip the Stampin' Dimensional instead of trying to pull it off, because I don't want to take a chance, especially, oops, let me get both of these up. I don't want to take a chance of ripping this because it is a little on the fragile side. So you just, I should use my why these are out. And I'm just, this one here I have to open up because I put the stem in between. And if the stem rips a little, it's okay because I'm going to be moving it up anyway. Oh, that Stampin' Dimensional, I never even took the cover off. Oh my goodness. So we're going to, there, came right off. Yeah, I never took the cover off that Stampin' Dimensional. Alright, so let's just get this glue dot out. So you can see exactly how I'm going to do this now. So show you how you can, if you make a mistake, it's fixable. Glue dots, yeah, there they go. Glue dots just roll off, and then I'm going to roll, I'm going to try to roll. It works better when you're flat. Roll the dimensional right off. Roll this one off, and then we'll put new ones on, and I'll remember to remove all of the dimensional backs. Okay, it's making a liar out of me. They do roll right off. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Gotta find my minis again. And we will put them on again. Try this one more time. This one here is not sticky. The cover's not on it, but it's not sticky either. I don't know if that's ever happened before. So we'll just put a new one. And what I'm going to do is we're going to see how this has to go up, and I'm going to, because I already glued these down, I am going to have to give this a little haircut, but that's okay. We're going to put a glue dot there, and we're going to move this just like that. And we're going to put another glue dot inside, and then we will be done. There you go. There's my card. Hope you like it. Hope you give it a try. If you do, on Friday morning at 8 o'clock, I will be posting this card on my Facebook page. And if you make the card, all the directions, the measurements, everything will be on my blog Friday morning, along with a link to the video. Just in the comments, add your card, because I love to see people doing the fun folds and then sharing them, because I like to see them. And now adding one other thing. This is my last bumblebee. These bumblebees are no more, but being these went over here, I need to add something. So this was my last bumblebee I had. So there we go. Okay, but yes, if you do make the card, please share it on my Facebook page. I love to see what everybody is making. I will plan on being live next Wednesday again. Same place, same time. Don't forget, the catalog goes live on Tuesday, Tuesday, May 3rd. If you have any questions or you need a copy of the catalog, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to send one to you. All right? I hope you all have a wonderful week and a great weekend, and I will plan on seeing you next Wednesday. Thanks for joining, everyone. Bye-bye.